Welcome back to the Highly Original Podcast. I'm Joe Martino.
Michael Ianieri.
And we are back with, Mike, help me out. What episode are we on? I really don't know. Is it 20?
Episode 20.
Okay.
Of the
Highly
Original Podcast. Episode 20, my man.
No, yeah.
We took a little Christmas break.
Yes. So,
holiday break. Christmas.
No, yeah, well,
holiday, Kwanzaa, Easter.
Yeah.
Break.
Definitely not Easter.
Easter was April.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it was a little test for the audience.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, yeah. So we took the break for Christmas, and now we're back here to kind of usher in the new year with you guys, and we have we got bright things coming this new year,
right?
Including the merch drop, which will be coming in January, and we got our episode with Mr. John coming up.
Excited for that one. I'm really excited.
He'll be our first guest. Our first, official
guest.
Official
like an actual
guest that we're going to have. So we're excited for that. Mike, is there anything else that we have, coming up, with the new year?
I think a lot of good content. Straight up, being honest, some spicy content.
Yeah, we got to spice this podcast up, apparently.
So we got spice coming at you guys. Don't worry about that.
We got plenty of spice. Yeah, so today our nostalgic topic is Gangnam Style by the artist Psy, the K-pop artist Psy. So that's what we'll be talking about today. But I guess first, Mike, how was your Christmas? Anything happened these past 2 weeks that I didn't see you?
You're right about that. You didn't see me. We didn't see each other. I had a pretty good Christmas aside from just working day and night. I had a really good time. When Christmas got here, when Christmas Eve got here, I really felt like the Grinch. I said, you know what? I hate Christmas. But then everything started settling in. Family. I started seeing family, listening to Christmas music, seeing kids open presents, me opening presents. People opening presents that I got them. I did a lot of giving. I love gifting and giving to people.
Nah, yeah.
That's my favorite part about Christmas. That honestly made my Christmas. Giving gifts to people.
What was the best gift you got for someone?
The best gift
who got the best gift from Mike this year?
Gift from Mike this year. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but
you say what it is, what the gift was, if not the person.
I think the most expensive.
No, it's the best gift. It doesn't need to be most expensive.
The best gift?
Just what was the best?
I'd say my little sister. I got her a pretty expensive gaming computer.
Okay.
I think that was the most appreciated.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that was the most appreciated gift.
I think my godmother got the best gift from me.
What was it?
A shell pendant.
Okay.
I got because she really likes the shore. She loves jewelry, so I got her
that's
shell.
sentimental. That's
awesome. Conch shell,
Right.
It was really cool. So I was really kind of found it by chance. I was at a jewelry store.
Well, I know you love the jewelry, man.
Yeah, so I like to make other people love jewelry too. So
what'd you get? You got anything? What was your best gift that you received?
I would say honestly a book on Italian Americans. It's like a companion book to the Italian American documentary PBS that Stanley Tucci did. The actor Stanley Tucci. Yeah. So
that's cool, man.
I've been reading that. That's been really interesting facts about our history.
No, that's awesome. You got to bring that by the studio.
I also got a Italian curse word coloring book.
Yeah, you did.
It's filled with many, and including I'd say your favorite, Stronzo.
Stronzo, tutte stronzo.
I feel like, is that your favorite?
I
feel like that's one I hear.
One of up there.
You use that one a lot.
You hear me say that a lot?
Yeah,
I do.
So I'm gonna.
It'll be like transcripts of my grandparents talking to each other.
Yeah.
The Italian curse word coloring book.
No, yeah, they're very, very intricate designs in this book. But yeah, I'll have to bring that by too. But something I want to do, I want to touch on. I went to New York. Do you remember that?
I know, yeah. Yeah, let me hear about it.
Oh, you're just looking at me.
Well, I didn't know.
You just blankly stared at me like maybe you didn't know.
I was like, should I interrupt him?
No, yeah. So So I went to New York to see a bunch of people that I hadn't seen in like 4 years, including, well, I did see Parker earlier, but Parker, as you guys might know, and he's getting a free ad right here. P Danks. You can check him out on YouTube and Spotify and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So look him up. He's a musical artist out of Austin, Texas.
That was a nice gift.
But yeah,
a little Christmas gift right there. Late Christmas free ad.
Yeah.
Now how was it?
Merry Christmas, Parker.
There you go.
But yeah, so I was like, and as with Parker, it's always an exciting travel story. So
right.
I guess I'll get into one. We had a couple fun little things, but I was the first to arrive at the Airbnb.
Okay.
Right, so I'm there. I'm waiting for Parker and my other friend to show up. And Mike, I don't know if you'll have any way to relate to this story, but
I'll try.
It was so weird. Uh-huh. So I thought we rented out an Airbnb for just ourselves, and I had the key. I'm getting in. And as I'm getting in, like, in the doorway, like, the bathroom was, like, the hallway was right there.
Right.
To get in the bathroom was in the main hallway. There's, like, this middle-aged man, like, about to go into the bathroom. And I'm just, like, looking at him. And he's looking at me like, I was like, hi, how you doing? And I'm like, Airbnb? Like, I did not know what to say. I was so, like, I thought I was like, am I breaking into someone's house right now? Because
what happened? Like,
well, he's looking at me like there's nothing wrong.
Like, welcome aboard, buddy.
Like, there's nothing wrong here. He's like, yeah, I'm about to take a shower. And I'm like, all right.
Thanks, Dad.
Like,
Yeah.
And as my friend later said to me, like, when I was telling her the story, she was like, because when she and Parker arrived, she was like, yeah, like, so this guy was completely unfazed by this. And it's like, yeah. And like, I was like, is this the Airbnb? He's like, yeah, I'm staying in this room. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like calling Parker. I'm like, there is a man. There's like a Bostonian middle-aged man in our apartment. What's going on? So, it was stressful. And then like this guy like comes out at one point. He's like, I wish I could offer you a beer or something. And I'm like, thanks. I'm like, who is this guy? But it turns out we were like, we didn't realize this, but it did say in the agreement, it was like a shared apartment, So it was like, we all had our different rooms. So it was like me and my friends in one room, like 4 or 5, like 20-some-year-old South Korean guys in one room. And then a middle-aged boss, like New England guy. And the apartment was filled with like a bunch of like portraits of like old Hasidic rabbis.
What?
It was quite a like experience.
Sounds like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was like all these random things. But yeah, so that was our lodging. Then
Did you guys bond? Like, do you have any bonding?
No,
like, was there like a shared living room?
Yeah, but we like would go out and not talk to each other. Like we were all just like sitting out there, like it was weird. Dang. But like no, we didn't bother anybody. Like it was fine. But
was Parker like, nah, that's cool, it's fine.
No. Once I realized like, oh, it's shared, we were off. I was like, okay, I don't care.
Right, yeah.
I don't care now, but
I'm
like,
not breaking and entering.
I thought it was like they didn't tell us that they had rented it out to other people. And I thought we were getting like screwed over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they were like they rented it to us and they double booked
2 people, yeah, right.
Yeah, so
which I can see happening.
I'm sure there are Airbnb horror stories, man. So
man.
That kind of stuff does happen. But it was a nice apartment. It was clean. It was fine. Like, it was just kind of like just kind of random.
Did you ever get that beer he offered, or he wished he could offer?
No, he didn't have. Like he
didn't have. I think what the heck was it? His house? Like, was it?
No. It was definitely not his house. So, but that was like, but like he like didn't. He wasn't reacting obviously because he knew that like there are other people staying there. But,
right.
it was still it was interesting. But we were in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, so not awesome neighborhood. We were actually 2 blocks away from the street that like Seinfeld's apartment is supposed to be on the show Seinfeld.
That's awesome.
Now it's not, they filmed it in a different location.
Yeah, no,
it's not.
That's where it's
it doesn't
located.
look anything like the neighborhood that's in the show.
Right.
But like they gave us like a street address in the show, and like it was right. Right there.
I don't know if you were bringing this up on this episode, but something you pointed out to me earlier, man, and it was a pretty expensive sandwich. And I don't know if I'm going to bring it up, but I think that's a story worth telling.
You think?
All right. I mean, what the heck is that? Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Call him out.
All right.
Call him out. Put him on blast.
I don't know if I'm going to call him out. So,
put him on blast, Joe. No, don't put him on blast.
I'm going to put it like this. A very famous New York deli.
Right.
That is famous for its Reubens.
I'm going to act like I...
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I'm going to act like I didn't hear the story, and I'm going to react to it.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Unnaturally.
Yeah, all right. Make sure you gasp a lot.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So,
I'll add some gasping sound effects.
So, yeah. So, me and Parker wanted to go. We weren't able to go in time because we had, scheduling conflicts earlier in the day with the whole group. And nothing wrong. But, Parker was like, I feel bad. Joe really wanted to go and get a Reuben there. So his flight was at 3 in the morning or something, and he and I went out to a bar, and we were kind of like, all right, you want to go to this deli at night? And I was like, all right, let's go. So we got a lift there, which of course is expensive.
Yeah.
But we go all the way down because we didn't feel like taking the subway at that time of night because we just wanted to get point A to B as quick as we could.
New York. Public transit,
yeah,
you're good.
Which is good. It's good, but I just wanted to get A to B real quick.
Right.
So we get there, it's nice neon lights, it's cool. We go in, I look at the menu, and the Reuben is, you get in line for meat because they slice all the meat fresh for you, right?
All right.
Okay, that's fancy.
It's labor.
But
labor
is it
intensive.
$27 per Reuben, fancy Mike?
No, it's not, my man.
That's my question to you.
That's correct. That's absurd.
So I kid you not, I was in the line, loudly proclaiming, I was like, $27 for a Reuben. And this is abhorrent.
Any sides?
And I point, and I'm like, that is a sin against God.
It is.
And I was so mad. And I feel like all these New York people were looking at me like, it's Manhattan, baby. What are you
talking about? It's a sandwich.
And I was like, no, a Reuben should be $10. Maybe $15 if you're slicing the meat fresh. All right, fine. It wasn't even toasted. But I didn't buy it. I bought the brisket sandwich, which was less money.
Which you think would be more.
I know.
Brisket.
But on principle, I was like, I'm not paying $27 for Reuben. And I love Reubens.
I just can't. I can't even imagine. Yeah. And you said there was
but we couldn't leave because we already spent money for the lift.
Bro, you said there was a pickle on the side.
Yeah, they gave you an assortment of pickles, which pickles weren't even good.
Pickles aren't even good in general.
Bad.
Who really likes pickles?
I like pickles.
Look, I take it like Bubble Bass says, no pickles.
All right, but I like the pickles, but not these pickles. They were weird. They were weird pickles. We went outside. And we're getting the lift back, and someone tries to sell us cocaine.
There you go.
And we ignored them.
Merry Christmas.
And we went off, and that was the end of New York. So
you had a good time though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Adventurous.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It was a good time. I was glad to see all the guys.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So with that, that's my update on my life.
Right.
But let's go into our topic of the day.
I'm ready.
Which is Gangnam Style by the artist Psy. So Psy, who's actually his real name is Park Jae-sang, but he's known as Psy. That's his stage name. Yeah, he's a K-pop artist from Seoul, South Korea, and in 2012. He made a song called Gangnam Style, which, unless you were born after 2012, I can't imagine you wouldn't know this song. It really did take Really did take like the world by storm,
It
man.
did. It was like a fire.
I mean, especially with the video, his music video for Gangnam Style, which was like, I think pretty significant in itself. It became like the most viewed video in YouTube
What's
history.
it like?
I think it still
4.6
is.
billion.
It was
views
some
or
billion,
something?
some.
Like billion. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was like sort of dubbed the king of YouTube. He was like it was insane. It was Psycho.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, I'm hilarious.
Little
yeah. But I just remember like the dance with it, which was sort of mimicking like riding a horse.
right. Yeah.
I used to be able to do the dance. Did you? So did you like learn the dance when you were in high school?
I didn't do or learn the dance, but like I had a couple friends, like my good friend Jake. He would do it once in a while. He was like obsessed with Gangnam Style.
No, I mean,
This like brooding, like bad guy, like bad kid, like would just break out in the Gangnam Style dance, and I would just be like, man, you got confidence there, buddy.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
catching me do that.
I mean, I think I learned how to do it, and I used to do it when it would come on.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, was it like left, right, left, like left?
It's like
left,
if Thriller
right,
and horseback
yeah.
riding had a baby.
No, yeah, it's awesome. And then like the part where you kind of like shimmy your legs to
Yeah,
the side, do like the big slide. But yeah, I mean, I just remember. I guess I was a like sophomore. No, I might have been a freshman.
Yeah, dude.
Freshman in high school.
2012.
Yeah. Well, no, it was December 2012. I was a sophomore. Yeah, that was my sophomore year. You probably your freshman year.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm a year older than you, so.
Yeah, definitely mine.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't even know. That's pretty
No.
sad. Yeah, Gangnam Style took me by storm. I don't remember what grade I was in.
Nah.
Saw Blur since Gangnam Style. And I was probably sophomore. I don't even know. Freshman, so I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what I'm saying. That's a line in the
But
song.
it's good.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I feel like it definitely really, you couldn't escape Gangnam Style, and it really kind of like I remember that being one of the first times like I feel like I was exposed, and I feel like Americans were exposed to like K-pop as a
I
genre.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like, I feel like I knew it existed, but like, not like I didn't know what it sounded like. I
yeah,
just
like
knew that. Oh yeah, over there they do like
they have their own.
they
pop
have like that
music
kind of
and-
poppy sound, boy band stuff.
Now, do you may know this more than I do? Does it all kind of sound like not that it sounds like Gangnam Style, but is it the same kind of like style, the same flow, or is it all? Because from when I like envision K-pop, I envision just like kind of girly music. Like I don't know how to explain it.
No, yeah, well, because I think a lot of K-pop is like, or at least famously is like girl groups.
Right.
Like they're all like doing synchronized dancing, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
No, yeah, I think that is like what is like kind of known here, but I feel like Psy, like this was like he's like a heavier set guy, and he's very comedic. So
Yeah,
I
very
feel like
comedic.
they have like a range of like styles, and there's a BTS was like the big boy group
Okay.
right now. I think they're on hiatus because they all got like drafted into the Korean military.
That's
No, in like South Korea, you have to like serve.
yeah. That's
It's
kind of
like-
sad.
No, I mean I think there it's like a civic duty. Like they have pride, they take pride in it. It's not like a bad
It's not a bad thing.
thing. I mean, unless you're like a pacifist and you're opposed to like military service, but
There you go.
no, yeah, I think they're all chill with it.
They're like
yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I like it.
Yeah,
I get behind that.
yeah.
I support it.
Well, Psy he served in the Korean military too.
I do know that.
Yeah, like
I
they
know
all do. Like
I know Psy has a past of like, I wouldn't say military service, but
No.
I guess you'd call it military service.
yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was in the Korean, South Korean Armed Forces.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I
That's
think
awesome. That's fascinating.
You're learning about South Korean politics. That is so highly original. Where else are you guys gonna hear people talk about the
say.
South Korean military.
Within what, 10 minutes,
Yeah.
$27 Rubens, South
Yeah.
Korean military, Airbnbs.
Like, what a diverse amount of content you guys have been treated to.
I mean, that's...
in this episode alone.
That's spice. That's...
I'd say that's pretty spicy.
Highly spicy.
Highly spicy. Might not be able to handle too much more topics. No.
Nah.
No, yeah, but it's like it's I think all men must serve in the military. It's like, you know, in Israel they do the same thing.
No, for sure. No, that's
it's like
hey,
it's just it's part of society.
Yeah,
there.
no.
Like it's not like a...
I just can't imagine.
It's not like Vietnam draft. Like,
no, right. Well, that's how when you first said it, like you're like, what's that group, BTS? Or you're like, they all got drafted. I was like, whoa, what? Like, that's kind of depressing. Like a band in total just got drafted to the military. Like, and you're like, no, it's great. They love it. And I'm like, what? Like, all right.
Nah.
But nah, it's civic duty. I understand completely.
No,
No, that's prideful. That's awesome.
Yeah. So. But kind of back to what we were saying, I feel like it kind of paved the way to like BTS, and the other one, Blackpink, is the name of like the girl.
I did hear Blackpink. Yeah.
Now, you know, like I don't like, if you played one of Blackpink's songs for me, I probably wouldn't know.
Right.
But I mean, hey, K-pop has taken a lot of people by storm, and from what I was listening to like a news program the other day, like there's a wide appeal. Like, they're saying it's, like, different than, like, other girl groups in the past. Like men and women are going to see Blackpink. Like,
can I tell you a quick little story?
Yeah.
You know my grandfather. He's an older man, but he is a tough son of a gun. And, really rough guy back in the day. He loves
Blackpink.
I came home one day, and he was watching K-pop videos. And he doesn't understand. He'll start watching, like, you know, Spanish music videos, Italian music videos. They just kind of
the crazy things I've walked into your living room, seeing your grandma. Like, today it was like a bad documentary about like a tiger mauling like a zookeeper. It was so weird.
No, but dude, like I come home and he's watching like these K-pop videos, and like the sound's not even on. He's just like watching them dance. And like I'm out of curiosity, I'm like, how long has he been watching? So I look at the history, and he watched like 20 K-pop videos.
Right.
And he looks at me and he's like, "It's good,
it's
good stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, it is."
But look, apparently there's a wide appeal.
83-year-old Italian.
Yeah, like
there you go.
As you say, it's like it's fun. Like it's like fun.
It is fun. Yeah,
they're good at dancing. It's like, you know, but that's what I liked about Psy. Like, we were just watching his music video, of course. Like, it's a funny music video, and I just like how he's like, he doesn't care that he's like looking dumb. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah.
You know, he's like at one point he's like scuba diving in like a hot tub. There's like a guy just like there. He's like
scared. Like, what the heck?
Who
is this guy?
He's like following people around, dancing. Like, you know.
Sigh.
Yeah.
In the horse stables.
Yeah, like
galloping.
He's got like silly string getting blown in his face. There's like a bunch of stuff going on. But what I wanted to get into real quick is the lyrical content. Like, do you know what Gangnam Style is about?
I don't.
And I'm not surprised because you don't know anything.
Horses?
No. No.
Cabbage? No, I don't.
No, I'm just playing. But
Joe, you hurt my feelings.
No, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't because it's all in Korean. So,
well, what are you saying? Yeah. I don't know about Korean stuff.
Nah. But it is
I don't.
Gangnam is like a neighborhood in in Seoul, the capital of South Korea. Okay. And it's like really like bougie, trendy, rich, young people. It's kind of like I'm trying to think of like what would be like a neighborhood in like Manhattan that would be like similar, like
Los Angeles style.
Well, kind of, or like what's like I don't know, like what's like a fancy neighborhood and like think of like the most trendy
Beverly Hills style.
Yeah, like would it be Beverly Hills? I feel like it's more urban, so I'm trying to think like
it's definitely not Philadelphia style. It's definitely not.
It's like Williamsburg, like Brooklyn, maybe something like that.
Brooklyn
like,
style, there you go.
Yeah, like Williamsburg, like hipster, maybe not hipster, but basically like the song is he's like making fun of people that like move to Gangnam and all of a sudden think they're like like hot because
that's really cool because
you know what I mean.
I didn't know that.
That's so that it's making fun of because he's saying he's like Gangnam style, that's like his. That's what he's like saying.
Now that you said that, like watching the video, it's like he's being so comedic, like it all kind of makes
he's
sense.
Like, kind of being sarcastic, over the top.
That's awesome.
And I'm trying to like pull up the lyrics in English for us.
That's really funny you said that because I didn't know anything about the song's meaning, but like now that you said that watching the video, he's definitely like mocking bougie people that think they're too good. You can just tell.
Yeah, he's like I'm looking at the lyrics right now, like it's all like there's ones like a refined woman who knows how much you can afford a cup of coffee or something like it's just like making fun of like
people that think they're better.
Yeah.
Are the horses like a? Now I'm asking this like a metaphor for being on a high horse?
Yeah, that's like I don't know.
There's a lot of horses going on.
Yeah, there is an equine theme.
All right, and I know it has nothing to do with BoJack, so I
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if they had that expression.
Is it just like horseback riding? Like maybe it's
a
privilege
like it's
to
just
ride
like
horses.
Wealth,
Right,
just like wealth or
like
something.
a jockey thing.
Yeah, a jockey thing.
It's a jockey thing. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's actually a pretty good observation. I wonder how like deep the music video means. But I'm also wondering like how much of it like are we not understanding as like Americans? Like if you were Korean, would you get all like a bunch of references that like make sense in it, or is it just a goofy music video of like 9 cents of him just pretending to be like rich?
Well, I mean, without even knowing what he's saying, I mean, when you bring it up that like Gangnam is a city.
No, it's like a neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood in Seoul.
In Seoul.
Okay,
yeah. It's like the wealthiest, hottest neighborhood.
And how he's dressed and like in the hot tubs and like with all the girls, the beautiful women and everything. It just kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, he's definitely mocking somebody. I don't know who, but like now that you say that.
But I was like reading something where it says like he's not making fun of people who are like natives of Gangnam, because people who are natives of that place, they don't act like pretentious. It's the people that move there. So he's making fun of wannabes.
Right, they're already pretentious now.
He's. I mean, I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying. Like people that move, like.
But yeah, he's making fun of like wannabes, like posers.
Right.
Like rich posers, like.
That's all. I mean, that's all.
Maybe like influencers. I don't think there were influencers yet, but like maybe like
2012. Yeah.
Not all influencers are posers. But like some of them are.
Most are.
All right. Ooh, Mike's coming in hot.
Mike is coming in hot. We need spice here, boys and girls.
But yeah, so that's like the lyrics, like the lyrical content there. But something I wanted to touch on before we go into our like final topic of the episode is, I feel like we were talking about this right before, like kind of. Like, I was saying to you as we were watching the music, I was like, Mike, look how fun this song is.
Yeah.
And,
very
like,
fun.
That era of music, of, like, pop music, was just fun. You had, like, LMFAO, Psy, there was a song...
CeeLo Green.
Like there was just, like, fun
all them rascals.
Music. And I feel like the 2010s, like, was definitely marked by, like, kind of more upbeat, positive, like...
Right,
like it was either just
partying, like that was the message.
It was either
like have a good
fun partying, not like necessarily like depraved partying, like fun partying.
And you got to think like what was on TV, like Jersey Shore, like it all kind of coincided with each other, like
and even like the more non-pop music, I guess, the more rock or the pop rock. It was all about like coming together, being fun, like we're all together.
Right.
Like being with your friends.
And how things have
deteriorated. Yeah, I feel like, but seriously, have you noticed that in the 2020s, like...
It's depressing.
It's not as fun, uplifting.
Everything's a sad story these days.
Yeah, it's like kind of getting...
Everything. It's just...
and it's not like that it's like bad music now. Because there's a lot of pop music that I really like. I mean, Dua Lipa, with her album that she dropped, she's bringing disco back.
Okay.
I love disco, so I'm happy about that.
Disco's great, yeah.
But I feel like, there is like there's something in the culture now of people are
being
not as
depressed.
like happy in their art, or maybe not happy in their art, but like the upbeatness is not as in vogue right now. I mean,
Right.
Like with like people
And-
like a little like you know, like Gen Z's rising, right? You know,
Right.
like the 2010s was like the hate, like the final moments of like millennials dominating,
Having
the-
a good
the
time.
charts.
Yeah.
And
Now we got a
like,
bunch
the
of
Gen
young
Z
people.
is starting to have their share of music.
Right.
Yeah, like Billie Eilish, she's pretty.
It's pretty
depressing.
depressing. Yeah.
But then I mean, it's, in the 2000s you had like the emos, which I liked.
All right.
So I mean,
yeah.
like, there's a place for everything. I guess I'm just trying to make the observation.
Well, it's a
Pop-
great
pop
observation.
music is not as like fun. Like I feel like it's more like raunchy now. Like
Yeah.
even like the party music, like you know LMFAO, like yeah, maybe like some of their like lyrics were a little bit risque, but it wasn't as like gratuitous.
Popping pills.
Or,
Lean.
yeah, like
you know what I mean? Like
it wasn't as like you know like so in your face,
Yeah.
like blunt. Like I just feel like I don't know.
like Gangnam Style or Gangnam Style.
Let's
however
make
it's
let's make it
pronounced.
2012 again. Let's just go back, guys.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
People today wouldn't want that. Like you
No.
you pointed it out earlier. You were like, you said something along the lines of like, people don't want 2012 pop music fun.
Yeah.
Like they don't want that. Like they want to be like clinically depressed. Well, you didn't say clinically. I added
That's
the
not what I
clinically part.
said, but
I added on most of that part. But it's true though. Like people don't want to like they want to have a good time, but like the music though, they don't want it to be as fun as it was, man.
or it's like that's not how like I don't know like the spirit of Gen Z. Maybe like I mean I feel like art, like you know, music does express like the what do they call it?
Time.
The zeitgeist of the culture.
Zeitgeist.
That's like it's like a philosophical term. It's kind of like the general spirit,
Right, the time.
the collective spirit of the times. Yeah,
Right. No, I mean, hey, the times have been pretty depressing these past few years with COVID, and
yeah, no.
it's kind of coming back from that. But I feel like,
And then the
music's-
tension with American politics.
oh yeah, dude.
Maybe
I mean,
that's
it's
like
just a
what's
big
being
divide.
reflected, you know.
No, yeah, I mean, it
Just
definitely
like,
makes
we're
sense.
not as,
Well, hey, 23 is coming up, baby. 2023. Let's hopefully we get a little bit of Gangnam Style Part 2.
Yeah.
Let's get some more
Let's
happy.
get Psy back.
Let's get some highly
Psy's got to
original
just
pop
release
music.
a new song.
Now, let me ask you
know,
quickly:
a
do you
single.
ever think he could top Gangnam Style?
No.
I don't think anybody
No.
could top Gangnam Style.
I think he captured lightning in a bottle,
Right,
as they say.
right.
Yeah, I think that was such a unique moment of pop culture.
Do you remember? Did you listen to it like when it first came out? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like, yo, Joe, check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Or was it more like you just?
I
kinda heard
remember
it?
I was at like a party or something, and we were in my like friend's basement, and they were like, "Yo, check this out!" Like this,
Right.
And I had probably heard the song, but I hadn't seen the music video yet, and I was like, "This is hilarious!" Like,
Yeah.
like and
That's
we were
how
all
it
just
was
like
for me.
laughing at it, like this is great.
And my friend Jake was like, "Yo, you gotta watch this, man. Check this out right now." I'm watching it on YouTube, and I was just like, "This is
It's kind of
awesome."
interesting. Is YouTube YouTube's not really like that anymore, is
It's
it?
not, yeah.
Like, you don't really have like your friends going like, "Yo, you gotta check this
you gotta,
video out
you
on
gotta
YouTube."
YouTube this, and so
Yeah,
everybody's,
it's
everybody's
like-
got their own like reels and shorts.
Yeah,
The
like
attention span of people is like 30
yeah.
seconds.
yeah, that's.
Sad.
I think that is a problem.
It's I think it'll come around. Though. I think people are gonna eventually get sick of like the whole short attention span thing, and they're gonna want
Okay.
highly original content, not just 30, 40 seconds. I mean, that stuff's great. I can't lie.
Or we shorten the podcast to 30 seconds.
We'll talk about that. We'll discuss that. Let's have a quick discussion over Gangnam Style.
We just
Couple
we
cups
just
of
do
coffee.
TikTok from now on. Just you and me.
I think it's the way of the times,
you and
brother.
me doing little dances to sped up songs.
Sadly, that will get us more views than like actual conversation about like interesting topics. But okay,
Yeah. All right.
that'll
There
work.
we go. So
There it goes, guys. You're hearing it first here, guys. It's happening.
All right. Awesome. But so kind of sum up the Psy thing. I think we're in agreement. Great moment, great memory of history.
Ah, yeah, man. It just
It
take like when you could hear Gangnam Style, it'll take you back to like
and it
The
will
good
make
times.
it will make you smile.
for
That
sure.
song will
yeah.
make you smile.
Could you imagine someone being angry to that song? Like, I can't. Like, they'd look foolish.
They would look foolish.
Like, I get angry sometimes. Like, you know me, I have a little, I guess you'd say, an Italian temper.
Italian temper.
Italian temper, baby. But, like, I couldn't walk around brooding to Gangnam Style. Yeah. I feel like the fattest idiot ever. I would just feel so dumb. Like, there's cameras on me and stuff. You know what, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it here first. If I'm ever mad, ever,
just start playing
Gangnam. Play Gangnam Style. If I don't laugh, then
I just start doing the dance in front of you.
Please. Please. I give you full permission. And if that doesn't work, hit me with a pot.
Oh. Okay.
There you
go. Okay. All right.
Permission.
Two different methods there. Okay.
Nah, you can't listen to that song without smiling. I think we need more of that. We need more smiles, man. We need more Gangnam Style.
Yeah. There we go. But I guess to round up our episode, it's New Year's.
All right.
Or the time you guys hear this is gonna be New Year's Eve that we're releasing this.
That's it, baby.
Got any plans for New Year's or any New Year's traditions?
New Year's traditions, yeah. I mean, we love to stay up and watch the ball drop for sure. But I feel like
which city do you watch? New York.
New York,
or like
New York, and then we kind of, I kind of like, I don't know what we.
You watch Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper. Who you guys watch?
Anderson Cooper. He's usually.
I like them.
Like CNN is kind of, you know what I mean. But then we kind of watch.
No, but the one he does with Andy Cohen, don't they host it together?
I think so, because I remember the one year he was pretty drunk.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, "Whoa! I've never seen this man drunk before. This is pretty funny."
Yeah.
Remember that, like a couple years ago,
like giggling and stuff.
Like, definitely before COVID. Yeah. No, I always wanted to go to Times Square during.
I never want, dude. I was in Times Square like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't New Year's. It was bad enough. So,
$27 Rubens and
Mike. And you know what, man? I'm gonna say, I know you. You would not want to be in Times Square on New Year's. I know you.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You would be so angry and you would feel so restrained by people.
Yeah, no, I would, for sure.
There are people wearing diapers to that thing, man. It's horrible.
Nah, I'm good on all that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll watch it on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to go.
Like, yeah, I'd always want to go to New Year's Times Square. No, you wouldn't.
Like, I always wanted to be in a building watching it.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, our tradition's basically just like, well, my grandmother would always go outside, have us like bang pots and pans.
Oh yeah, no, that's fun.
But I feel like in Bryn Mawr, it's a
not,
residential area, so we can't do that. Yeah, you go out banging a pot and pan, like next thing you know, you got like red and blue lights out front.
Jeez.
Nah, dude, when we first moved here from Jersey, we were lighting fireworks out front, dude, on the street. Like, we were crazy, man. And fireworks are illegal in Jersey too, which goes to show you how much we have a party in my family.
Wow.
People were coming out. This is a residential area. You can't do that. All right. Pa, do it again. Who cares? It's freaking New Year's Eve, man. What are you gonna do? Your kids can sleep another night. I don't care.
No,
it's New Year.
Yeah. I mean, like,
go sleep in the New Year.
I feel like you just kind of have to accept like it's New Year's.
Yeah. What about you?
People are gonna be like loud.
What's your traditions?
Honestly, man, I had done like parties and stuff throughout the years, but I feel like historically, New Year's, like a lot of New Year's, have kind of sucked for me.
Yeah.
It's like my family, like especially growing up. You know, as I got older, like, you know, my friends would be doing stuff, and, you know, like I would have things to do.
Right.
But growing up, like, we just didn't do anything.
Just chill.
And it was just like me on the couch by myself. Like,
hey, man, that's the way to be.
So, like, now, like, New Year's is kind of like I don't particularly like care for it.
It's like, oh man, I'm getting older.
Like, oh man, another year, and I'm. You know,
I mean,
didn't accomplish something else that I wanted.
I was always invited to a New Year's party, but I'd rather just stay home with the family.
No,
and chill.
I get that. Like, and now, like, as I've been like older, you know, like I do go to like parties. Like I'm going to a party this
okay.
New Year's.
You know?
So like I do stuff.
You got any New Year's resolutions that you want to share?
That's good.
So I got a couple.
Yeah, I get back into the gym, but I was gonna do that anyways. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have any that are.
You don't have any of that stuff.
Big pressing.
I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be able to make content nonstop as my job. That's my New Year's resolution. I don't want to do anything else.
So by this time, like
next year, I don't want to be. I hope
be a millionaire.
No, but I want to. No, yeah, that's the goal.
Okay.
It's the goal. And watch me
All
next
right.
year. And watch me next year in the same basement.
You're in debt.
The same debt. Like in debt $1 million. $1.5 million is interest. Nah, I definitely my New Year's resolution, man, is everything we talk about.
As
just
repo men walk by confiscating things.
American Express calling me profusely.
No,
$30,000 isn't gonna pay itself.
But have you been able to keep your New Year's resolutions in the past? Like, are you good about
I have,
that?
yeah.
Or like, okay.
I don't make like too many, and I feel like you know, when I do, I try to keep them.
Okay.
You know, I might want to bring them up, but I always try to. You know, if you're not real with yourself, you can't be real with anybody else. You know what I mean? So if I'm not true to myself, how can I be true to anybody else? So
no, I got you. I mean, I guess like I just like never really like cared that much about New Year's.
All right.
Like, you know, when I had stuff to do with people, like, yeah, I would go do it, but it's not like, oh, it's New Year's, I'm so excited. Like, yeah, it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like Christmas, yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait for it to come and you know, have a great time. New Year's is just kind of like, oh, cool, you know, just kind of get to relax. Like, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
That's how I look at it. I'm definitely excited, though, for the new year, man. I definitely am. I'm excited for the new year in terms of the highly original podcast.
Okay.
Because, I mean, just kind of, we're testing the waters, man. 20 episodes, we've been testing the waters, getting feedback from everybody. I mean, yeah, I can't lie. The views are kind of low on YouTube and everything. It's what it is. But guess what? They're going up. 2023 is going to be the year.
All right.
It's going to be the year. I'm excited for the highly original podcast.
Okay, man. No, yeah.
Excited.
We're gonna keep doing this, guys, and we're gonna keep moving forward. As we said, we got merch coming and plenty more content, and we're gonna get, you know, we're gonna do some guests. We're gonna get more innovative and maybe change it up again. I know we've kind of changed it up a lot, but I feel like we're getting close. We're getting close to a good format, close to a good template.
The recipe is getting good.
Yeah.
Maybe it just needs a little less or a little more
spice. Yeah, spice.
I didn't want to say it.
All right.
I think I said spice like 10 times this episode.
Yeah.
Also, this episode is a drinking game for New Year's. Whenever I say spice, take a shot.
All right.
Spice.
Probably should have announced that in the beginning.
Like in the beginning. Yeah, no, for sure.
That would have been...
I mean, I could edit an announcement in the beginning and keep this in the end so people go like, full circle.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. All right, guys. So with that, Happy New Year. You know, from here at the Highly Original Podcast, we're wishing you the best, and you know, have a great New Year.
Yeah.
So take care.
Take care. Stay safe. Don't get too crazy. Keep those New Year's resolutions.